Hello there, this is SD, and we're going to be doing some NGB things today. We won last time out with Mantis C in a very strong run. Today we have one of the worst ships in the game. You have one crew member to start with, which is the only ship like this in the game. That's not really the big problem. The big problem is your weapons suck. You have a heavy ion and a heavy laser. These weapons both fire only one shot. If you miss any shots at all, you don't do any damage. And the heavy ion in particular is quite slow as well. And considering you don't have any weapons charge up time, unless you abandon piloting, which often is the right thing to do with this ship, you tend to fire after everyone else, which leaves you very vulnerable to taking bad damage cascades. So this ship is very rough. And you do have a lot of things to sell on the ship, but the main problem you have to sort out is the terrible weapons situation. If you can sort that out, you're in much better shape. Now, you still want the usual Shields 4 upgrade, because that affords you opportunities to fix the terrible weapon situation. Well, this is awkward. I think we go here first to spot a lot. These beacons up here are extremely difficult for us to see. I mean, I suppose we could go like here, there. Yeah, I think that's actually our best path. Hopefully there isn't a store right here, because that's a very awkward spot to reach. Unless there's one like there. Well, if there's one there, I hope there isn't one there, because we're kind of forced into it. So there, and then we can go from that point on. So we need to really hope that we don't get any really bad fights in the first couple of beacons, just while we try getting our shields up. So good luck to us. This fight's not great, but I am still going to take it, because they do only have level 2 weapons, so they can hurt me. Actually, this weapons setup, isn't this the setup? Yeah, these fire at exactly the same moment, so if we keep somebody on shields, we're pretty safe here. I could try to crew kill. These fire at the same moment, and because the laser travels faster, as long as we don't ever hit their weapons, they'll never sync up. Now, there's a chance to take damage if the ion stunner directly targets your shield, but it's fairly remote. We could theoretically try to O2 kill this ship, but I don't think it's worth risking. I think that hit there made it possible for us to take damage, so I abandoned shooting at other stuff and hit their weapons. Now that could mean they sync them up for later volley, but we probably win the fight by then. We've damaged a bunch of different systems and they only have one hull left. Got him. 16 scrap. Yep, and then we go here. This ship could be really bad. That's a burst laser 2. That's probably a small bomb. I can't swear for sure. It could be a stun bomb, or theoretically I think it could be an ion bomb, although I don't think this ship type ever has ion bombs. But those are really dangerous weapons, and they have a teleporter. This is a double scrap reward. We really need a double scrap reward. This is probably a dumb idea, but I'm taking the fight. We are going to need to power our anti-personnel drone. Actually, I should have been venting this ship, and I forgot. Let's do that now to try to get our O2 below 50%, so we reduce the odds that we take a hit on a critical system. I'm going to run you to weapons and just give up my evade. Oh, great. Well, now I'm going to get my evade because you're in that system anyway. Please hit. Okay, they've hit our O2, but we can use the system repair drone. They've also hit our shields. Okay, thankfully we've taken that down. And we've killed their border. Now, the one good thing this ship has is that if your heavy ion hits... Oh, we set a fire as well. If your heavy ion hits, you get 2 heavy laser shots in the time it takes for their shields to recharge. So you can do something like that. No, we're not accepting that. That's a terrible offer, and this is a possible double reward. They can't dodge here. Hit that. And we win. It probably wasn't a good idea to take that fight. There's many situations where that ship could just rip us apart. But it didn't. We got lucky. And we get a double reward to make up for it, which means we can start working on our shields. Because it talked about them bombarding a settlement, that's how I knew that it was a double reward, and that's why I took the fight. I think if I thought that was a single reward, I'd probably just skip it. Because of the risk of, you know, if the first burst laser 2 hits our weapons, that could set off an absolutely devastating cascade. Let's go here and there, and then probably there. We need 10 more scrap to upgrade our shields. We've got a sensor station, and this is a very good fight because we can't take any damage. Now, we can't train our other systems, but what we can train here is our weapons. And that's what I'm going to do. So I will meet you back when our Engi has maxed their weapon skill. Okay, we're back. We don't quite have full skill, but we will by the end of this fight. Hit the shields. Just fire the ion to get training. And our heavy laser shot will get us full XP. Now this fight might not give us 10 scrap. It's a sensor station, so it'll give between 7 to 10 scraps, usually a low reward. But it may also give us a map, which could be very, very valuable. Yeah, we got 9, but we did indeed get a map. So that means we'll know where any stores are. It's down there. We also know where all the encounters are, so we can plan our route very carefully. I want to go to this store. Can we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes. In fact, it looks like we have extra jumps. Probably 2 extra jumps. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll start taking these and then I can decide. We might have like fleet pursuit doublings or things like that, but we can adjust our route as we go if that happens. Now this ship is dangerous. They have a missile. I'm gonna stay on dodge at the moment. That's a Lido missile. It's guaranteed to be, because if they have only one weapon, that means it's a level 1 weapon system. As demonstrated there. It blocked the heavy ion shot, great. We now have to wait for the heavy ion to charge up again. And that means they're going to get to fire a bunch more missiles at us. Our shield buffer upgrade is helping significantly here. Let's get our system repair drone to start going to fix things. But yeah, we take multiple extra missiles. I'm shooting weapons anyway because we can probably get our shields back in time. Well, we mostly got it back in time. We took 1 extra damage because of the double hit to our shields. But now we're fine. And they'll never be able to dodge anything again. That means they're dead. And now we have that critical second shield bubble. So now we want to save scraps. We know where the store is. We want to hit there with as much money as we possibly can. We'll head this way. We can possibly hit the nebula jumps. And possibly not. This ship can't hurt us. This is very good. Well, it's very good in the sense that the ship can't hurt us. That's great. It's not so great in the sense that to be the most efficient that we possibly can, we want to try to crew kill this ship. And the way that we do that is that we have to use the heavy laser to pop shields and the heavy ion to hit oxygen. This is quite tedious. We don't know what level of oxygen that is because both of our weapons do 2 damage, so we don't know if it's level 1 or level 2. We also can't see the ship because we have no sensors, so we have no idea how much progress we've made. And we need all of our shots to hit to keep doing this, which makes it quite tedious. We managed to hit the first 3. What I usually try to do, and we're having good success on the first one, is to try to hit oxygen about 5 or 6 times in a row with the heavy ion, and then I switch the order and hit it with the laser. We've hit it 5 in a row. Let's try one more. And then we'll flip the order. We missed. So hopefully that's only level 1 oxygen. If it's level 2, they'll be recharging it very, very quickly, and we have no idea because we can't see what's happening. I'm going to maybe hit it twice here to make up for the loss with the heavy ion, and then use the heavy laser. I don't want to use the laser too early, because it does hull damage. It might trigger them to run away. We'd have some difficulty potentially actually stopping them fleeing if they did that. I was hoping... It looks like we got a fire there, because they ran... From the way the doors were moving, they ran 2 people in there. I actually should have charged my FTL before this, because they might decide to run away. But it's too late for that now. They do indeed have level 2 oxygen, which means this probably won't work. But maybe it will. The fire we had in there would have drained the oxygen from that specific room, which is useful. In fact, let's try to hit it with the laser again. I was really hoping for a breach. Try ioning again. Keep the oxygen from refilling. And now we'll switch back to the laser. We haven't breached on any of the times that we've managed to hit, unfortunately. Well, we're going to try to shoot it with the laser one more time. I don't think this is going to work, though. Definitely not if we're able to do that. O2 killing ships with level 2 oxygen with the Engi B setup is not that viable. You can do it, but it requires a lot of luck and it takes forever. You need to very, very patiently use the heavy ion until you hit many, many, many times in a row. And you can't tell whether that's what you need to do because you can't see what level of oxygen they have. Gonna hit this with the laser one more time. We got a breach there. Maybe that allows us to do it. We can't hit the ship with the heavy laser ever again because that will blow the ship up. But maybe if they've already taken too much damage from the fire, they won't be able to fix it in time before the oxygen runs out of that room. That has a stun chance, so I might as well use the heavy ion, because if we can stun any of their crew in that room, that will delay them repairing. I don't know if they still have anyone in there. I don't think they do. And if so, that means we've got a crew kill. Yeah, they don't have anyone else in there. Their crew were too low on health. They couldn't fix it. So we get a high scrap reward from doing that. That's very, very good. You can also have a 1 in 9 chance of getting a weapon drop from that, which is the best reward that you can get, especially on this ship where you really, really need weapons. But you know, getting 21 scrap is still definitely nothing to be sniffed at. One moment. Okay, it is tracking. This ship has shut down our engines with a pre-battle hack. It does nothing at all because we only have level 1 engines anyway. They also have the same weapons we do. So I'm going to try to crew kill this ship as well. This time I will actually remember to, using the same tactics we just did. This time I will actually remember to charge my FTL first, before running my Engi over to weapons. And in fact, I'm just going to sit here until that does charge up, and then we'll go and do it. I may end up, if this seems like it's taking a while, I might, in fact, I'm almost certainly thinking on it, I'm going to cut here. I've shown you how to do the O2 killing strat on this ship, and it's pretty much going to be that in any ship, in any fight that I can get the chance, but potentially it could take quite a while. There actually was quite fast. It's not usually that quick. So I will meet you back when we are either at the point where we're crew killing this ship, or at the point where I decide to give up. Well, we got it. Now, unfortunately, this pirate ship event gives a pretty random scrap amount. It doesn't benefit as much from getting a crew kill, but still, we managed to pull it off. It didn't even take all that long. They did turn out to have level 2 oxygen, but I don't think the crew they had over there. One of the problems with doing it without sensors is you can't see what crew the enemy has, so you have no idea, like, do they have an Engi over there, or are they a couple of Mantis? We have no idea. Which is usually a very useful thing to know when you're crew killing other ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to do this and then onwards. This could be manually searched, but I can't risk that because I only have 1 crew member. Oh, well, this isn't a very helpful event. It's just borders. Vent them and fight them with my anti-personnel drone. But yeah, we get nothing from this. Unfortunately, we also now need to wait for the anti-personnel drone to heal, which is excruciatingly slow. But we need to get them all the way up, otherwise if the next jump happens to be a fight where they board us, them not having full hit points could be quite vital. Actually, we only need to power the drone system, so we can power a system repair drone while we're waiting. Now, have a think. Do I want to go here? Like, there's 4 different events that could be. Borders with scrap, 2 different types of fight in low power situations, and manually search. Manually search we can't risk because we literally have 1 crew member. We would die. We would lose the run if they died. Having a 20% chance to lose the run is not a risk worth taking. I think we skip the 2 fights that we could get there, albeit we could if we got them, just not take them, are reasonable. But you know, a low power battle, if say they were boarding us, it would be very, very tricky. And one of the 2 fights that you get there, you only get a great reward if you can crew kill, which crew killing in a half power situation on this ship is very, very questionable. I mean, on the other hand, the fights that you can get there are skippable. So I could just go to it, see if it's one of them, and then decide, and I could hope for it being the boarding event with scrap, which would be the best option. It only increases the fleet pursuit by about this much. I'll take it. Okay, is this? So they're in engines, we're already venting those. Let's drive them out. We're going to lose our repair drone, unfortunately, here. There's not much we can do about that. There's 4 of them, and they boarded and went very rapidly to that room. The anti-personnel drone will die as well. Probably. Actually, no, I tell a lie. The anti-personnel drone survived. But yeah, there's a situation. We'd have lost a drone part if we hadn't let it recover all of its hit points before going to this jump. And I don't want a powered system repair drone here because I might not need it, and it takes a drone part to use it. So we're going to sit here again. So we got some fairly easy scrap there. It's really, really slow to repair, unfortunately. I mean, we already have enough scrap at the moment to buy pretty much anything we might want, because we can sell the drone reactor booster, we can sell one of the repair drones, potentially we could sell the heavy ion if there was an actually good weapon that we otherwise couldn't afford. I'm wondering about getting engines too, to allow me to run away from fights if there's one that's really, really bad on the way. I mean, it doesn't help that much, but it helps a little. And this ship otherwise runs away from fights more slowly than literally any other in the game, because you have level 1 engines and you don't have anyone to man your engine system. On the other hand, I don't want to find myself 10 scrap short of what I might want and having to sell extra stuff. At last. Let's do some calculations. If these were both medium scrap rewards, in Sector 1 that's 12 to 19 scrap, so 15.5 on average. So I would get to 95 from those if they were both absolutely average medium scrap rewards. If I then assume I make no scrap whatsoever, spending 10, which I might well make scrap from those, but let's take the worst case scenario. If I make no scrap whatsoever from these 2 beacons, I would then hit the store with 95, sell that for 25, and sell that for 15. It's 137. That's enough for like hacking and a burst laser 1, or is it enough? It's not enough for flak and hacking. I think we want to save, and that's if we don't get the engines to upgrade. I think we keep our scrap. We will not surrender to slavers. As long as they don't hack our shields, we're completely safe in this fight. And they did not hack our shields. So we're going to try to crew kill this ship. Slaver ships always offer high scrap rewards, but if you can crew kill them, using the same strategy we've been using, they have a chance to give a scrap reward and to get a crew member. And getting a crew member on this ship is pretty desirable. If they offered me one as a surrender, I would turn it down in favor of the high scrap reward. But I'd like to have the best of both worlds. So we're going to try to do that, and I will once again cut this. Actually, we're gonna charge the FTL first, and that will be particularly slow because they've hacked our piloting. We're going to do that first of all. So I will meet you back at the end of the fight. Well, we got it, and we got a high scrap reward and a rock, which is very, very valuable. So we can now, our Engi can use their weapons training on weapons full time, and we can have the rock be our new pilot. And also, we're now not vulnerable to potentially just losing the run outright if we lose one crew member. That was another ship that had level 2 oxygen, and it looked like we managed to get a bunch of hits on it with the heavy ion onto their O2, and then we hit it with the laser, and we must have set a fire with the first volley, because they sent 2 people in. It looked like the second crew member was a rock from how slowly they moved. And I think the first may have been a Zoltan, because they ran out quite quickly. But we got it. 1, 2, 3. Can we definitely do that? Looks like it, unless we get fleet pursuit doubling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we definitely have 4 before this exit? I am not 100% certain. I'm like 95%. But that's not good enough. So I'm actually going to go distress their store and out. I'm pretty sure we're losing a jump here doing this. But I'd rather lose a jump than have a large chance of losing a jump than a small chance of losing a store. Destroy and loot the ship, get free stuff. Move in and examine and scrap the machinery, cool. Yeah, we're definitely losing a jump here, but like I said, I thought that was the case, but I wasn't certain. Wow! Well, I said this store might have hacking and a flak, and it does. Okay, so we're going to get flak, and if we sell the drone reactor booster and sell a system repair drone, we can exactly afford hacking. Cool. Obviously, we're using flak instead of the heavy ion. We could sell the heavy ion here, but I'd rather, there's no point in selling a weapon. It's not getting me anything immediately, so I'd rather keep it. And if we are forced to upgrade only onto that, then fine. There's a situation if we had sold if we had taken the engines upgrade, we'd have to sell something else to get that. And I'm glad that we don't have to do that. Like, we do have a second crew member, so we're safer to sell these things. But I'd rather keep them. Off to the exit. This gets us closer to 15 missiles, which can be useful for an event, but I'm still gonna turn it down. Yeah, you can see why I wasn't certain if that was the case, and like any chance that we might lose that store, which if this had been overtaken, we can't afford to dive with this shit. So obviously losing that store would have been a catastrophe, so I'm glad that we didn't. Engi or Mantis, Engi is just generally better. They're neither of them great scrap sectors, but Engi is a little bit better and there's more stores. Albeit, right now we'd kind of like to just upgrade our ship a little bit more now. But we might get some free stuff. Let's investigate the encrypted signal, and we get a cache of supplies. Cool. At this point, I am going to take this upgrade, because the only thing we might want at a store right now is a weapon, and it's not that likely that we get one, and we don't need it immediately anyway. And we have stuff to sell if there was a really, really good opportunity. Okay. I'm going to hack those weapons so that we can get the first volley off and take that missile out. Yeah, that's an Artemis missile. I know because the hack reveals they have level 3 weapons and the ion stunner is only 1 power, which means the missile is a 2-power missile. The only one of those in the game is the enemy's Artemis missiles. Yeah, we'll take that. That sells for quite a lot of scrap. So you get to not die, and we get a boarding drone. Everybody wins. The solar flare is going to set fires on your ship, and you have no shields. It's also setting them on our ship. That should go out, because that room is already vented. Let's get our O2 back. Engi, go and fix that. I think their ship is going to just burn out. Okay. No stores. Go here. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that sells for 42 scrap, and if we want to keep it, we can potentially keep it and use it for stuff. And I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. So we've just got this insane reward, and I think we actually could afford cloaking right now. That seems insane when we have 28 scrap, but that sells for 42, which brings us to 70. That sells for 35, which brings us to 105. These two things sell for 32 between them. That brings us to 137. So yeah, if we sold everything other than flak heavy laser, we could afford cloaking right now in Sector 2 on Engi B. Now, obviously, we'd like to farm up a little bit more scrap first, because we ideally don't want to have to sell everything to achieve that, but I would do it if, like, this turned somehow into a store where cloaking was there. Let's go here. Go here, and then hit the store. Hail the refugees. Unfortunately, that's not a chance to earn scrap. Still, we'll check it out. Well, there's no cloaking here. Or really anything that we want. So, dud store. I'm going to keep everything for now, because I don't get any benefit from selling any of those items. We might even want to use the boarding drone to, I don't know, get a crew kill or something like that. Let's reject their offer. I don't want to get tagged by a missile, so I'm going to hack weapons. Okay, only a Lido. We got a fire in a locked room. Maybe we can turn this into a crew kill. Depends on what crew they have over there. It's a pirate ship, so it'll be mixed. Yeah, they have a repair drone, never mind. And an Engi, yeah, that's definitely not happening. Nope, not accepting that, just give me more scrap. Keep moving forward. There is at least one other store in this sector. Unfortunately, the exit location isn't great, so... In fact, I'm not sure we have any more jumps to actually find the second store. I think we actually have to go to the exit after this next jump. No, we don't need to repair damage. So there were the other two stores. They're right at the back of the sector. So... we got 2 great drops, but not much else from this sector. And yeah, we did indeed not have enough room. We'll just take the Engi homeworlds and maybe we can go shopping here. So that was a very fast Sector 2. Okay, there's 2 stores right off the bat. Let's take a look. Yeah. We only made 65 scrap in that sector, but we made 77 in drops. That's sort of how Engi sectors go sometimes. There it is. Can we get cloaking and the burst one? That's what I want. I don't think we can. We sell boarding drone, hull repair, heavy ion will get us to 154. I think we're like 5 scrap short of being able to do this. System repair, anti-personnel. Yeah, we are 14 scrap short. Maybe I can get it by going to this distress beacon and coming back. I'm gonna try that. I mean, if we can't, we can always, we have the heavy ion to upgrade onto, and also we have the entire rest of the run to find more weapons. Let's take it. Offer them assistance and try to shield their ship. Yeah, we have enough scrap now to go back and get that. Let that fire go out. Now, our drone control system isn't doing much for us right now, but we have plenty of time to fix that, and at any rate, we have the two best systems in the game now. So we just need to worry about borders. I'm going to start venting things on my ship now because we no longer have a repair drone to deal with those situations. We have to double backtrack to do things like this, which is kind of sucky. Do I just hit this store? I'm going to actually just hit this store. Like, it's probably the better play to just go and get the burst one, but there might be something here, and at any rate, we have lots of time to find another weapon if need be. Hey, they've got weapons here anyway, so... Sell the heavy ion. Take the hull laser. It's a bit cheaper than the chain laser and a little bit better. So, we're in great shape. Ultimately, I want a better weapon than the hull laser one, but that will last me a very long time. And if absolutely necessary, I could win the run with just what I have now. And we just need to get upgrades. And to be in that situation with Engi B in Sector 3 is absolutely fantastic. Aid the civilian ship. They're going to board us. Let's go get door control now that we're a little bit more vulnerable to boarders. Wonder what kind of bomb that is. We could potentially run them out and then try to crew kill them by hacking their O2, but it depends. If it's an ion bomb, I wouldn't want to risk that, and I think it is. Yeah, that's taken too long. That's an ion bomb. See? That went off in my shields. That heavy 2 could absolutely rip me to bits. So we can't take the risk. My oxygen has run out, but it's fine. Well, it hasn't run out completely. It ran out in my door room. If that had been like a small bomb, we could have potentially run them out of missiles and then gone for a crew kill that way. But... okay, I guess we didn't need to buy the hull laser one. We just get a free weapon instead. Cool. That bottom path appears quite sucky, but actually both of these paths appear quite sucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I think we can get more jumps going this way, but I think we lose jumps regardless. Take the bottom path. Search for the ship. Cool, get free stuff. Let's upgrade our hacking. And buy a power bar. We're going to look to get cloaking up to 2 next, and then maybe evade, although we don't have 100% evade even with cloaking, so... ah, we found this. Let's contact them and ask them about their discussion. We'll get 2 quest beacons. There's a good chance one or even both of these could be somewhere we can't get to because of how this sector is laid out, but we'll offer to help anyway. Oh, they're actually been added to the next sector, so that's fine. Oh, we get a free shield overcharger. That's not great. It gives us something to do with our drone control system, but probably we just sell that. I'd like to get my weapons up. Early-ish next sector. Yes, we'd love to take some mercenary work. Space dock, let's agree to rescue the store. Okay, so we have 3 quests for the next store. One of them, that's a fight and store rolled into one, which is always a great quest to have. We sold our anti-personnel drone, otherwise we would have a blue option here. But I'm not risking crew to the giant alien spiders. I think we have enough time to hit this exit and then the beacon up above it. We got it back, but too late. Nothing there. Run going very quickly with these Engi sectors. We are definitely not going to Zoltan 4. Zoltan 4 is way, way, way too dangerous. I don't really like either of these sectors right now, but slug control is less dangerous. It's still bad. We're not great at dealing with, like, mind control shenanigans or the boarding hack events, but we gotta take it. That could be forced abandon 5, which would be very bad. Okay, so these quests are outside the nebula. All the events where your oxygen can get hacked. The other problem with going to Slug Sector is that their ships are more heavily shielded, and currently if we fight a ship with 3 shields, we need everything to hit to actually do anything to them. Okay, this is the fight and store combined. And they have 3 shields. However, we're reasonably safe in this fight. We're not completely safe, but we can cloak that flak too. Of course, they actually can hit my my flak with that drone and make it impossible for me to hurt them. I'm going to hack their drones and try to blow them up. Cloak. Wow, we took damage even through the cloak. That's annoying. I think we kind of need to hit their shields and try to get a fire so we can do anything. Well, we blew one of their drones up there, so that's something. Very worried about them hitting my oxygen. Okay, good. We took down a shield bubble. Is our cloaking not back in time? No. Right. Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about. Good, we set a fire in their shield, so we're safe now. Hack that. Try to blow up their drones again. Good, we got fire in their weapons as well. We got them now. Nasty fight. We got to repair, some scrap. There's a pre-igniter we can't afford and probably wouldn't want anyway. My question here is whether or not I sell the Charge 2 in order to upgrade onto the Hull Smasher laser now. Well, I definitely sell the shield overcharger drone. So actually, if I can do this, I think I'm going to sell the Charge 2 to buy some more upgrades so I can actually use the... In the long run, the Charge 2 is better, but frankly, there's a lot better weapons in this game than the Charge 2, and given enough time, we can find one of those, and we can win with what we have if we need to. We just need to, like, get through the next little bit. So let's get some immediate strength. So that'll be the only fight where we... That does mean we can't upgrade our oxygen, which is a little dangerous. We'll do that as soon as we get 12 more scrap. We could counter this with hacking, but I'm not going to. Okay, that's a firebomb. I know because this ship always has fire weapons. And since it's not the laser, it has to be the firebomb. However, they're not very dangerous. Only the mind control is really that bad. Taking the firebomb down. Send our rock to fight it. Your dodge is fucking crazy. It's gonna burn out my O2. Okay, I need to hack here, I guess. I didn't think I would need to do that, but they have dodged like crazy. Like they just dodged 2 of my 3 flak shots again, for about the 3rd time. I need to fix that O2. And I need to deal with the fires. The fact that they can constantly disrupt me with mind control is also very irritating. Okay, good. Now you get to deal with some fire. See how much you fucking enjoy it. Okay, that's down now. Good. We can now stabilize. This fight should not have been this bad. But I wanted to preserve drones because we don't have that many of them. And I thought, hey, this isn't that dangerous a fight. I don't know what this augment is for. I don't think that's particularly appropriate for this ship. But hey, we can sell it. Upgrade our oxygen to deal with any auction hack events. So these 2 quest events are the ones from the Engi Homeworld's quest. One of them will be the decoy, one of them will be the real fight. Both of them will try to run away. Is this the real or the decoy? I believe this is the decoy because that comma appears in the decoy one if I recall correctly. I need door control here. I'm gonna hack. I will actually hack piloting here. Now, with the ship trying to run away, you usually want to hack either piloting or engines. And I find in this situation that hacking... Now, the downside of hacking piloting is it locks their pilot in that room, which means they can potentially, you know, keep charging the FTL as they're trying to run somewhere else to fix things. But the advantage of doing it is I know exactly what level their piloting system is. So we'll do this. We know that piloting system is level 1, which means that if I fire flak and the hull lasers at that room with an evade hack, we can take it down. That means I can fire my heavy laser somewhere else. And knowing that is valuable information. They have boarded me in my med bay. Actually, I need the 2nd shield for the moment. Good, we've taken down the flak. That's the only dangerous weapon they have right now. So they're going to try to fix that. It also delays the hack also delays the repairs. It's generally much easier to completely destroy a piloting system than engines, because piloting never goes higher than level 3. Demand their information. So yeah, they've told us this is the fake one. Let's ignore their request for mercy and just keep attacking. They fixed their piloting, but too late. We get 31 scrap. Take some power. And I will be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. Okay, we've spotted the store. There's going to be 2 stores in this sector in the nebula, and possibly a 3rd outside of it as well. I mean, I can sell reconstructive teleport, but that's not really worth, I think, spending a jump for when we have the entire rest of the game to find a store to sell that. And we only have 22 scrap right now, so let's make a little bit more before we try to hit a store. Jump here. We wouldn't mind some fuel or maybe some drone parts. Okay, so here's one of the fights where having oxygen up is helpful. That's a firebomb as well, because this ship also always has fire weapons. But there's a good chance we might be able to just knock that offline and then hit their O2. If I cloak this ion, then the halberd beam can't do anything to me. Okay. Gonna take them a while to fix that. And while they try to do that, let's hit their O2. They've given up trying to fight that. So we just have to hit the oxygen one more time. It might take a while. Like, that fire will eventually spread and burn out those systems. It's already spread to piloting. So we'll actually just wait until that burns out. Because then we're guaranteed to... I know that that's the case because the person in there ran to shields. So now we're guaranteed to hit this. It'll burn out the shields, but that will leave them with one hull. And that is enough for us to be able to crew kill. Had we not got that fire, we probably would not have been able to crew kill here. But this ship layout, the Flying Coffin, is very, very vulnerable to fires generally in their central compartment because they only have one crew in it. And one slug is not really all that good at fighting fires. So we just have to wait here for about a minute, minute and a half, and they will suffocate. Take a look at the map. We haven't spotted another store. That's fine. And the waiting continues. Not much longer now. Hurry up. We have to actually wait for the crew member there to suffocate as well as for the O2 to run out on their ship, I guess. There we go. It's not a great reward for a crew kill, but it'll do. Let's jump. We want to see this. I think I'll go here, and then we can go down and around and hit the real Engi Homeworld's quest. Okay, there is a store there. Can I possibly get to it if I go, like, around and then jump to the exit afterwards? I think I can do that. I'm not sure precisely how many jumps I have before that's swallowed. It looks like I have maybe 5 jumps, more likely 4. That'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Store. Yeah, we'll do that. You get a better reward if you choose weapons in this fight, but I can't do that. It halves your weapons rounded down, which would leave us with just one of the weapons. We'll pick oxygen. Wow. Those are some damn good weapons. I'm very glad that we have level 5 weapons here. Burst 2, heavy, fire beam, and 3 shield bubbles. They're not messing around. And neither are we. We're hacking those weapons. Split them up. That leaves them with nothing but the burst 2. Maybe we can even knock that offline if we can get some hits here. Yep. If we were able to get a fire, we might be able to crew kill this ship. Doesn't look like it though. Because like a fire in that room, it's locked. It might spread to the oxygen. Looks like they're not running, which is nice. But the breach wasn't good enough because they have slug repair gel over there, so they auto-fix the breach. $27, there's the other store. We don't pay any attention to that either because this one up here is in a better spot. Okay, this event is quite nasty. They board you with 2 people, and they pre-hack your medbay. And in this case, they also have mind control just to make this even more annoying. I definitely need my medbay for this. Fortunately, their weapons are not that dangerous. But we need to vent them away. They're gonna, at least one of them will go try to join the Engi in there. We need to vent them out. I actually want to hit mind control ahead of these. These weapons are not that dangerous, fortunately. But I do not want to let them break my stuff. Especially not critical systems like the medbay. Or my weapons or anything like that. Okay. Oh, that even appears to be an upgraded medbay. Here, let's force them towards the medbay by venting everything else in the way. Okay, they're going to use the mind control on me again in a moment. Hopefully we kill one of these before then. Yeah. Give me my crew back. And there we go. Actually, go and man shields. I think that's more important in this. Actually, we can just cloak. Just make absolutely certain that we don't take damage. There we go. Not an easy fight. Let's recharge the oxygen. We might have 3 jumps here before the store, but I don't know that we definitely do, and I'm not going to risk it. I'll take the quest, which is the Engi Homeworld's real quest. Unfortunately, this won't give us any scrap unless we can crew kill it, which I'm very dubious of our ability to do. It will most likely just give us a quest in the next sector. They're trying to run away again. As with before, we're going to hack pilot. I need some evade first, just until we can bring these things down. Okay, good. We dodged. Use our cloak. In the boarding situation with the medbay. Keep forgetting we have an anti-personnel drone, although we don't really have the power to use it, so. Demand the information, and yeah, they give us a quest in the next sector. So that quest has a quite good reward. Especially there as well if you can crew kill. Distress, store. This might be a chance to get a crew member. See if they ask us about how many moons there are. Okay, they didn't. It's just a trap, and a very dangerous one. This ship has really, really good weapons. Let's hack them. Unfortunately, we can't split the flak and the laser because they fire at the same moment. They have the same charge time. And seemingly we can't hit them either. Cloak all this stuff. Good. You need second shield, they still have that laser. Hack it down. Just a moment too late, so we're going to take this missile, unfortunately. We can't dodge, so let's just run a bit more evade, I guess. Go and fix that. I want my cloak for subsequent volleys. Especially when they pull off nonsense like that. Go and fix that as well. No. Okay, we've taken everything down now. Fight's been quite irritating, but we now are in control. So, we've got a store to go to with 150 scrap, and reconstructive teleport to sell, so effectively more scrap than that. We can get anything we might want here. Like a flak 1 and a backup battery, and... well, there's a pre-igniter, we won't be buying that. Flak 1. Backup battery. Should we buy crew? You have no useful skills. I'm going to buy a slug to be our pilot. I don't normally like buying crew, but we're quite low on crew on this ship, and that's the only thing we're low on now. We have all the systems we could need and all the weapons we could need. Oh yeah, we can sell this whole laser now. We don't need it. Nice. Buy all this fuel, buy all these drones. Yeah, we're in a very good situation now. We'd like more power, more evade, hacking 2, not hacking 2, cloaking 2. Yeah, we can give you 15 missiles. Get a reactor upgrade. Yeah, rock controlled. Okay, let's start working on our engines. We don't have protection against rock live mine yet. We need level 5 engines for that. Well, that's a store. We're not going there. We have 1 scrap. We have no way of knowing whether something is or isn't live mine beyond that we know that that is the Engi Homeworld's last bit of the quest. Nothing. Unfortunately, this is the rock live mine, so we have a 25% chance to lose a crew member here. There's literally nothing we can do about it. Attempt... okay, good. So, we get some free scrap. And now we can be... now we don't need to go to Engines 5 because we've seen that event. It only happens once in a sector, so we can relax about it. I'd like to upgrade my doors because we're going to start getting boarded with 2 people. Although we do have the anti-personnel drone, but I'd still like to upgrade my doors. And I wouldn't mind a bit more power. Well, rock ships being rock ships and having double missiles. However, we can weapon hack them and blast those missiles so they can't fire them. And if they had got to fire them, we have cloaking. No. Get out of here with your stupid double missile nonsense. Nothing there. Okay, well, we've got this. If we can crew kill these people, we can get a very good reward. Whether we can do that will kind of depend on what sort of missile this is. If it's Hermes, it's a lot more difficult. We're gonna hack it. I think with the weapon hack, we can actually take this down in spite of it being a Hermes. But we'll see. If it was a breach missile, we could fairly easily cloak every single time. I actually want to vent these guys out and then get them to board me a second time, so that the 2 crew they have on their ship are wounded. Let's try to hit that with flak. Well, we need to cloak this. We don't quite have 100% evade, but we have 80. And that was good enough here. Engi, go on doors. We want to kill the 2 people who come over to us. Let them through. And we have a nice big fire in that locked room. Come on through, fight me in the med bay. Could we maybe hit that teleporter and trap them on our ship? No. We didn't time that quite right. I think we would crew kill even if they got back to that ship, because they're not putting that fire out. Not in a room that's locked. Yeah, you can punch through those doors, but that's a quadruple fire in that room. And I think it's spread to your oxygen as well. Yep, you're dead. Fire spread there. Cool. So we get a scrap reward from doing this. Normally you don't get a scrap reward from the ship itself, you just get it from the quest. But we're going to get this, and then we get one from the quest too. So, we'll ask about these Mantis ships. They're saying that this was some kind of project the Federation did, and that it's been hijacked as a ploy by the rebels. That's why you're fighting a bunch of humans on a Mantis ship, because this is actually the rebels, but they're attacking the Engi under the guise of being Mantis. Transmit the coordinates. So we get another scrap reward, and we get titanium system casing, which sells for 40 scrap. This also unlocks the stealth ships if you don't have that unlocked already. We'll immediately go to this store and sell titanium system casing, because 40 scrap is more valuable than what that gives you. We could get triple flak if we really wanted to here, but I don't actually want that. I'd rather have the heavy laser. Buy a defense drone and some fuel. I know people love having setups where it's like all flak, but I actually don't care for it that much, because it really struggles to hit narrow rooms. And in particular, I'm thinking of the artillery on the flagship. I want to be able to hit the missile room and take it offline, and if you have nothing but flaks, you struggle quite hard to do that. So I will not be doing that. I will, however, get my engines up. I don't have any pilot training yet, but we have a while to work on that, and then be able to do 100% cloak evade. We won't be doing it here, though. Although actually, if we could take these weapons down completely, we might be able to get training from the asteroids. No, stop breaking my stuff. It's very inconsiderate. Oh, they weren't warping back because that's a pre-battle event, so they don't actually have a teleporter on their ship. They'll eventually put this out because, you know, rocks. But let's see if we can farm a couple of dodges off the asteroids before... Not really. It's too much repairs. This sector layout has been appalling. There are so many... Wow, those are good guns. We definitely want to hack weapons. We're going to separate these, I think. We'll let them shoot the two single heavy lasers. And then we'll delay their other stuff. It does put us at some risk of taking Burst 1 and Heavy 2, but we can cloak that stuff if they ever get them off. And they won't. Cool. All the weapons are out. We can once again see about trying to get a couple dodges off the asteroids before they die. Can we maybe get like level 1? There's an asteroid lull right now, unfortunately. I wanted to cloak that because I wanted to make sure it couldn't, say, coincide with some asteroids coming in, even though it was a chance for me to get another evade. That was a mistake. We get a free weapon. When you see this background, you know it's a free weapon. That's why I knew it wasn't. It was that even before the thing came up. We're not using this, but it sells for 47 scrap, so that's completely fine to get that for free. Do we have another jump here? I don't think we do. No. Let's get some more power so we can run our two special systems at full level more easily. What's your specialty? Wish we'd seen this earlier in the sector, it would have been cheaper. This is to get the max level of doors, which normally costs 50. It saves us some scrap, but I don't know that we really need that upgrade. On the other hand, we don't really need to spend scrap on anything else. I'm going to actually just take it. Questionable whether that's the right move, but... As before, I would rather take Slug than Zoltan. We don't have mind control, we don't have many crew. The border police would be a big concern for us if we went to a Zoltan sector. Now, a Slug 6 sector enemies could turn up here with 4 shield bubbles already because Slugs have heavier shielding. So, probably want to upgrade our hacking next in case we get into a fight where we need to hack shields. At least we already have the upgrade to oxygen. So we don't need to worry about that. Can we go like up and around and then back down to this store if possible? I think we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that spots all of these, or these two non-nebula beacons as well, which also could be stores. I think that's the way to go. Try to farm up a bit more scrap. There's a rebel scout. Hack those weapons. Humans get vented. Weapons are down. You just get out of there. We might be able to crew kill this if we had been more patient, but... Because if we get them to board a second time, their first set of crew are still low on hit points. You maybe hit oxygen, and then there's a possibility of being able to get kills from there, but I don't think that's worth it. We'll save our scrap for the store. I'd really like a heavy laser 2 to replace the heavy 1 in my final slot. Well, this is the same boarding setup as previously. Nice, we got a breach. We can maybe kill this Engi. Yep. We're not going to crew kill this. Like, they'll eventually warp back, but they have a med bay. They don't have enough hull for us to break their oxygen and, you know, rely on slow mantis repairs to get the kill that way, I think. Ooh. Let's close the external doors, open the internal ones, and refill our O2. Okay, we have a store here, so we'll just go to that. We could have double burst 3s if we really, really wanted to, and liked having terrible weapon setups. I think instead we're going to get long-range scanners and a beam drone. Long-range scanners, what are these crew? Do any of them have useful skills? Another slug could be useful to be my door control person, because that way they're immune. In fact, yeah, I like that, because they're immune to mind control. I know he has shield skill, but... Beam drone helps cut through, like, Zolt shields and stuff. Makes more use of our drone control system. At this point, let's get rid of the anti-personnel drone. Actually, should we keep that in case we get the spiders? We'll probably hit at least one more store. I don't think it's very valuable for the flagship itself, although maybe even it would be valuable then. It only sells for 17 scrap, so I don't see a reason to definitely get rid of it. I suppose we could get rid of it to buy that anti-drone, but we don't need to do that. It's this event again, and once again they have mind control. Let's counter their hack. We can batter on them. They're going to try to go and join my mind-controlled person. But yeah, this ship is not easy to kill, because we don't have our hack. We could put up a defensive drone to protect against this, actually. So we'll cloak the laser. Oh wow, there's 3 boarders from this. I thought this only... Oh no, sorry, I'm getting confused. It's because there's 2 slugs on my ship that are among my crew. Let's buy time to kill these people, or at least seriously damage them. Defense drone, help me out. Good, mind control's down. I saw you bring that burst laser back. You're not allowed to have it. Look, you're not the only one who can do that. They had some very good dodges there. we had terrible ones. No, use slug to fix because they're going to mind control somebody again. Finally. We got a very good reward from that. Let's get our hacking up for hacking 4 shielded ships. Next up, I want my shields up so I can maybe find more safe fights where I could train evade. Hey, they're trying to hack my oxygen again. And look, there's the 4 shielded ship we were talking about. Now, if we hack weapons, we can make this fight almost... In fact, I think we can make this fight completely safe other than the mind control, because I think we could basically stop them from ever being able to fire at us, except when we were cloaking. What I'm worried about if we do that is they might decide to run away. So I'm going to hack shields here. It's the more aggressive move. It is less safe. Why am I not already hacking it down? Wow, they hit me twice through cloaking. Well, now they don't have any weapons, so... Good. We took a shield bubble down, that'll make things easier. It worked out alright. There are definitely circumstances where that shield hack could backfire if they got some great dodges and then put a bomb in the wrong place or something like that. Get me more power first. And yeah, now we're going to start on the shields. We will attack the ship. We can't be quite 100% safe here because of that hack on our hacking. We can't just cycle the hack on weapons indefinitely because they'll blow the hack up. They're now trying to run. Let's stop that. Don't you fucking dare. Oh, the beam drone saved us some scrap there. Let's backtrack a bit, and then maybe go up to this other store. Those are some good guns. I mean, they're similar to this was the sort of setup that I was thinking of in mind when I said I wanted a heavy laser too. 2 3-shot weapons to clear shields away, and then that. We definitely hack weapons against this enemy. Good, the only thing they have left can't hurt me. You can shoot that heavy laser 2 at me all day long. Okay, you now can't, because that would allow you to run away. I rescind my previous offer. I already told you no. We could have had triple burst laser 3s. Unlike the triple heavy ion run that I did, triple burst laser 3s is literally impossible. Let's attack the automated ship. Now, if we could get a breach on weapons at the right point, we might be able to grind dodges against this ship. Because if we left them with one of those weapons up, they couldn't hurt us, and the breach would mean they could never fix it either. So let's see if we can pull that off. Currently, the answer to that would appear to be no. Let's use the whole of our cloak timing so that we get back around to when we can hack again. Those should burn out, yeah. Okay, so we can sit here for the moment. It's going to take them a really long time to fix anything. The repair speed is halved by the hack, as long as there's any power in it. It doesn't need to be actually active to have that effect. And they're going to shoot this chain laser at me and give me dodges, and that chain laser will even spin up faster the more it fires. So let's watch this. I'm not going to cut here because I can't just leave this indefinitely. I do need to actually monitor the situation. As soon as they get one other weapon left back, I will shoot at them again. But we've got level 1 piloting from this, at least. And they've only just finished getting their first point of repair, so we've got quite a while before we need to shoot at them again. I don't think we'll quite get all of our evade in that time, but we'll get quite a lot of it. We have it takes 37.5 seconds normally for an auto scout to repair one level of evade. The hack means that takes twice as long, so 1 minute and 15 seconds. And they will fire this chain laser at me it fires every 7 seconds. So about 12 times, I think. We might actually get all of the evade, even in that time. Or we might not. But we've got most of it. Only 6 left. We're not going to get 6 before they finish bringing another weapon back. But we'll just shoot at them again. Last one, I think. Okay, we've taken it back down again. Good. We will now be able to get it. There's no point cutting now, it'll only be 5 more dodges, that won't take very long. I'm gonna even shoot at the other side of the ship to make this faster when the time comes to just get the kill. Three. 1. Thank you for your service to the Federation. Sadly, we didn't get the double reward. We're gonna have to backtrack a bit in this to get all of our jumps. Stupid mind control. How high level mind control is that? Just level 1. Good, weapons are down completely. Let's hit their shields now to make this easier. No, we're not accepting surrender from slugs. If you haven't seen it, sometimes they give you a good reward, other times they'll just give you like 3 fuel and then say, oh, you gave us your word. So it's not worth accepting slug surrenders. $40 scrap. We're gonna hit the store, we'll probably go back up and investigate up there because we have loads of time before the exit. Well, a drone recovery arm is always nice to have in a ship with drone control. So let's take it. We can then use our beam drone fairly liberally. The reverse ion field is kinda nice, but not as nice as just getting my shields up. Are we diving if we do that? We are. I don't think it's worth it. If it showed that there was a fight there, I would actually do it because the 2 dives would be in nebulas, but it doesn't. And we have long-range scanners, so it would show if there was likely to be a ship encounter there. Rebel controller, Rebel stronghold. Well, it's rebels all for days. Let's try the stronghold and see if we can find look around. Well, there's a possible place for it. Come on, first jump, look around. No. But we do get 5 drones. Now, unfortunately, that was a possible look around thing, and it could have been taken over, but I probably don't actually bother with that delivery. I think I'll just keep the drones. Let's try to get this storage cache. We seem to have fought so many ships. I guess it's the combination of going in multiple slug sectors. We seem to have fought loads and loads of ships with mind control on this run. Okay, we're currently immune to damage. Let's put a beam drone up and see if we can hit their shields. We can very safely do this because we have drone recovery. $52. Well, I guess we didn't need to buy a defense drone since we get one for free. Using 2 defensive drones is not that valuable. You can sort of do some interesting stuff if you're willing to do some really tedious micro of like powering them at different moments, I think, but they often just shoot at the same projectile otherwise. Honestly, since I have 3 different drones, I'd rather just keep them available in case I want to use them. Let's buy some power. Actually, let's just quickly check. Okay, we haven't spotted the store. We have spotted another possible under construction flagship location. Nothing. Now, these nebula beacons we know aren't them, but I'm still going to take 1 or 2 of them. They only get half fleet pursuit. And like, using long-range scanners to only look for the under construction flagship, I think is not always the best strategy when you're in a rebel stronghold. They're generally pretty lucrative even if you can't find the under construction flagship. So chasing just for it is a little bit foolish and can often involve just going to empty beacon after empty beacon and giving up what might be less lucrative individual beacons, but a more lucrative sector overall. Vent these fools out. The anti-personnel drone was probably wasteful, but Yeah, like we got fights to go to here. We'll take them. We'll ignore the ones that we know are not fights, but here we need to hack offensively because they're trying to run away. We'll have a hard time actually hitting their piloting. We're going to power the beam drone, and what we'll do, we'll let it float almost into position, and then we'll depower it. Why have I not already? I got distracted. Cloak this stuff. Okay, good. We've got a breach there. They might get to shoot this at us when we're not able to cloak because we had to hit their piloting. They did, but we managed to dodge. And now they're dead. Didn't get very much scrap for it because it was a forward scout, but we got a bunch of fuel, which is valuable. Let's get our cloaking up now. We will attack this ship. They have double missiles. We don't quite have 100% evade here because they boarded me into that room. But we have a defense drone and we have hacking on their weapons. And we've taken one of the missiles down, so there's no chance now that they can have both of the missiles line up and confuse my defense drone. No cloning. I think we have enough fuel to get us through this. It's possibly greedy to do that, but this is Sector 7, so we only need to make it to the end of this sector, and then we get 10 anyway. And if we can find the baby flagship, we get 5 from that. I was kind of hoping we would at least get like 3 from that encounter to make up for us turning that offer down, but we got none. Back to your positions. Okay, that's not the under constructor flagship, so we'll ignore that, because we have another encounter we can go to up here, and that spots more things that could be the under construction flagship. This could be a storage station or a sensor station or something like that. Well, they dodged too much, so my beam drone couldn't do all that much. I could keep depowering and repowering to be more efficient, but I actually feel a bit lazy and I'm just going to leave it powered. If we can hit the shields enough, they'll just die. Hack those weapons down, we'll kill them before they ever get to shoot again. $40. Okay, there we get some fuel. That will definitely see us through. And that's possible constructor flagship. We go there. Send an away party to investigate. Double Vulcans. I'd like to do a double Vulcan build someday. Now, the one time I've tried it on hard, I got one to drop for free and then bought another one at a store when it was a bad idea, and I literally died the fight after I did it because I had spent 95 scrap on something that I wasn't going to use for ages instead of using it on stuff that was actually, you know, immediately good. But maybe I'll get the chance to do it someday. We have 5 borders. Not even try to fight them, just... If we powered our anti-personnel drone here, it would just die. Let them get vented. They might do like 1 or 2 points to that system, but they're not going to do more than that. Yeah, warp them all back, it's fine. Well, they're trying to run, but their shields are completely smashed, so our beam drone will rip them to bits. No. And let's get the oxygen back. That's also possible under construction. I think I hit this one first to see this beacon. Or maybe I go to this one first to see that beacon. Now this one first. This is another forward scout, so we're gonna hack shields. Put up a defense drone to block both their hack and their missile. I think we might need to cloak right now. Oh no. I saw the defense drone shoot down the hack, and I wasn't sure whether it would also... And it didn't shoot down the missile. It fired and completely missed. So I guess we did need to cloak there. The defense drone sort of saw the missile, but not really. Well, they can't... They can't dodge right now, so we can... smash their weapons down. And they have no more hacking drones to use, so the defense drone wasn't able to get confused again. Okay, so we go here. If that isn't it, we go up towards these beacons. Gonna hack shields here to make this faster. We can defensive drone that missile if it's necessary, and we can also cloak it, so we're pretty safe from it, and their other weapons suck. Cut it out. Their evade is great. Finally managed to sort of clip the piloting. If we can ever break it, the fight's just over. You really like mind controlling my Engi. Very bored of all these enemies with mind control. Okay, well there's a store here. It's not look around, but it's not a bad thing to have before the end of the run. Sell the defense drone. We could buy another rock. I don't know that we need to do that. Buy a Zoltan. It's basically just a very expensive power bar. This is kind of like buying a shield recharge booster because it'll let me put somebody on that system. I'm gonna do it. I could put the slug on there, but I actually want to maintain the slug on doors because that way the person in door control can't get mind controlled, and that's very, very valuable if we're being boarded. If we manage to crew kill quite a few people on the flagship in the early phases, I can always put this person in shields to get the benefit of their skill. Do that. And now I just want power bars, really. And a few buffer upgrades. I don't know that I've ever had an anti-personnel drone for this. I have no idea what this does. I don't think I've ever seen that blue option before, honestly. But it's nice. This could be under construction flagship, and I hope it is, because it's our last chance to find it. Even though we can't really benefit from the 2 free jumps if it is. And it's not. Either it was the one that got taken over by that quest, or it might be that beacon in the very, very bottom right. In either case, they weren't terribly likely to help us. They're running, let's hack shields. Put a defense drone up. Well, that's very annoying. Kind of hoping that we might hit the engines they're piloting. They have dodged both shots aimed at piloting. This is very annoying. This is one of the problems with having flak is... Are you fucking kidding? Their shields are completely destroyed. Let's see if we can get the beam drone to take stuff down. They have dodged every single shot that we fired at that. Well, that's completely ridiculous. Oh, they've actually run somebody out there, so we might still manage to stop them. We kind of want to take this Vulcan off because it's spun up now. Yeah, that fight was absurd. We still managed to beat them. But yeah, that should not have been anywhere near as close as that. Anyway, no under construction flagship. It was either here or it was that quest, or maybe or actually was it that beacon? One of those two things. I think we saw or maybe there was one down in the very, very bottom left that was basically impossible to get to. Maybe it was that. This fight isn't very dangerous. I think I won't bother to use a hacking drone here. We now actually have 100% cloak evade, so we can just dodge this flak too. I might end up regretting this, because they have slightly faster charge time. I was assuming I would eventually be able to hit it at least once. Okay, there we go. Having sort of struggles because we only have 3 weapon slots. But that's just part of playing Engi B. And all of the Engi ships. Okay, it wasn't there, so it must have been either down there or it was the quest beacon that got taken over. Either way, to get down there, we would have had to immediately go for it, and that would have been meant passing up the one that was up there, which also could have been it, so I had no way of knowing. Let's start working on upping. We don't really need the piloting upgrade, although we'll take it. I mean, we can't get mind control because we have slug pilot, but we can keep it up if it takes a point of damage. And I'd like to get more power bars, and I'd like to have level 4 drones so I can run any 2 drones at a time that I might want. I think I want one of these, but not both. Since we have drone recovery arm, we don't need that many drone parts. We are going to hack shields to make this less annoying. And we're now safe. So go ahead and cloak. And now they're dead. Check, there's not a store, is there? No, well, there's a fight. Take that, get more power. Download the data stores. Well, the store's already been taken over, but we have found all of the flights remaining. I think we're gonna go here, there, and to the base. Nothing there. Take one fight. Defense drone. Not trying to use offense drones against all of this, but we will try to hack. Can actually chuck all of this into drones to try to bring some of these down. We can cloak the missile and or just shoot it with the defense drone. this is effectively giving them like 5 or even 6 shield bubbles, depending on how synchronized our shots are. Fortunately, they don't appear to be trying to run. More power, let's get the medbay buffer. Probably try to next, if we get enough scrap, upgrade another level of engines and or the battery. Okay, we did shoot that missile. Long cloak. Try to hit the shields because this ship is very, very annoying. God damn it. We're probably going to take damage then. Oh no, we dodged. Let those shots go by before we put another defense drone up this time. Okay, there, we got some shields down. We nearly just got hit on the defense drone again. And again. Missile is finally down. Very annoying fight. Let's do this. There's a chance that we can get that fight in between flagship phases. Now, I don't know that we're likely to get that many crew kills, but we'll try. The heavy laser can set fires, but we don't have mind control. Don't try to stop their hack. Let it go through, so that you don't get a delayed hack on weapons that could potentially stick you in the same hack cloak cycle that we've been sticking many enemies in. O2 hack is one of the more benign possible hacks. Let's put a beam drone up. Actually, no, don't put a beam drone up yet, because that will just do hull damage, and we don't necessarily want to do that. We want to be able to prolong the fight and try to kill crew with fires and stuff. Okay, missiles are down. He's running to medbay, unfortunately. We can flash shields against the first ion shot. Can't flash shields against a second, though. Double fire is a very nice thing to see. Ah, they got the cloak. We have not got a single crew kill so far, and I think that fire is probably out now. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe we can kill them? Nope. However, if we shoot now, we can at least kill this guy because of the side room bug. I don't know whether or not one of those people was in the side room or not, but I would assume not. So it doesn't look like we killed any crew there, which is very frustrating. We kept doing close, but not quite enough to kill anyone. If we had a heavy laser too, like I wanted, that would have been, albeit we'd have needed to redirect spending to actually afford that. Well, if necessary, that's what the highly upgraded doors and the slug person in that doors is for. Come on in. Should we upgrade the med bay for that final phase? I think actually we do that. It's not often that I take med bay 3, but this might be one of the situations where it's useful, and I think it's probably more useful than, like, the battery is the other option, which is 2 more power. Honestly, we have a lot of power already. I probably don't want to use level 3 cloak in this phase, so like we can run all this stuff really. Okay, phase 2. And yeah, it doesn't look like we killed anyone on their ship. We nearly had a side room bug there, but they managed to get through into the shields room, I think, just as we were about to kill. We may actually not need to fight a boarding drone thinking on it, because we can use the defensive drone to shoot it down. I always forget when I do that, because I'm not used to having drone control. Here I am going to just put the beam drone up right away. I'm not going to try to do crew kill stuff in this phase. The one thing I will do, if I put 1 flak and 1 heavy on that, that should do enough damage that I can cloak both the first drone surge and the missile, even if we don't completely take it out. Which we did. Okay, maybe now we can blast a few people in their shields. Really. Oh yeah, there we go. That got 3 of them. And the beam drone can keep hitting them while cloaking is down. Can we side room bug this guy? Yes, we can. Cool. So we got 4 that phase. That's pretty good. The only upgrade we can take is a buffer upgrade on our drone control, and since we're not going to make any scrap on that, more scrap in this run, that's what we're doing. So, they definitely still have some crew over there to board us with, but not very many. We'll chase after them. We might pull a runaway trick, or we might not. It depends on how things go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they'll send 4 boarders over to us. That's not really that bad. That's kind of annoying, but let's put the beam drone up and the anti-personnel drone. Yes, please go into that room. That's a great room for you to start in. You go lumbering up there to try to protect my engines. You'll eventually lose, but you have a lot of hit points. One moment. Okay, we are back. Got the first missile going off. Trying to work out whether to... I don't think I bother powering a defense drone here. We have a small chance that we get tagged because we don't have 100% evade due to the engine's guy being mind controlled. But we did evade them all. The beam drone should cut through what's left of the Zoltan shield. I'm going to actually turn the anti-personnel drone off now because I don't want him to kill my own crew. Hack shields. Bring this down. Which one of you? Actually, you both have engine skill. Unfortunately, we didn't actually hit with enough there, so they're going to get another missile surge off, I think. And that means we probably take damage, unless we can get a really fast other volley off, which we couldn't, and I shot at the flax at the wrong room anyway. So yeah, we took 1 damage. That's annoying. Cloak, you get in the med bay. Are you fucking kidding? Stop dodging all of my heavy laser shots. It seems to be just constantly happening in this run. It's like that earlier Rebel fight where they nearly got away because they kept dodging all of my shots at their piloting. We finally got that down. And we're just about to take this one up. Let's just get you out of there. Don't want to kill my rock. Cloak. And take him down. So, that was a very, very comfortable run for Engi B. We got all of the systems that we wanted in Sector 3. And then we just got some more weapons, and we had no real trouble. That's as comfortable an Engi B run as you will ever get. I don't think our score will be that high because a lot of we were fairly highly upgraded, but a lot of that came from free stuff. We had loads and loads of drops in Sectors 2 and 3. Yeah, mid 5,000s, that's okay, but not absolutely great, especially for having long-range scanners for at least the later part of the run. Yeah, 41 and 102. It's quite a lot of beacons. It's just we didn't find that many ships because we had multiple Engi sectors. Other ones that weren't that high on encounters. Still, that's 4 in a row, and we got one of the game's worst ships out of the way. Let's find out who's going to be ship number 5. 3, 2, 1, and go. Roxy, that's a very solid ship, so I'll look forward to that next time. I hope that you enjoyed the Engi B run, and I will see you for Rock B in run number 5. Bye for now.